So as we're marching into um, London market just open, so we'll be looking at possible reaction of the yellow metal, and it feels good to see that price formed a very strong price action here by way of rejection at 3,885 at this level, and we're using our line chart perspective. So I made another retest, thereby giving us an ascending trend line, and made another tremendous push one more. So we're going to track all the moves in the market and put them all into perspective and price return here again. So we have three support structure, SR1, support become resistance 1, support become resistance 2, support become resistance 3, and this is the breaker structure followed by a retest. And that's RT slash ROS. On the ascending trend line. That's an ascending trend line. That's 30 minutes ascending trend line you got there. Good. So technically, that became a retest trend. And you have seen what price did multiple times retesting that structure. So to put it into perspective, if you have a breakout from this trend, that will be a buy confirmation. So what that means on technical is that a breakout from this structure will ultimately retest here and realign. Yes, this is a serious realignment. So I'm watching it. I want to see what she does at that level. I'm watching it to see what price does at that level because I know exactly what to do next. And one key thing you also have in mind is that the, the structure of the market will not be complete without recognizing the roof, which has been an important part of my strategy, designating a roof and a floor. And this is the current roof of this market reaction. Remember, no matter how AI is gonna, coming into the trading space, AI can never trade forex. I will tell you for free, AI can never trade forex. If AI would trade forex very well, I would have gone to learn AI. Yes, I know it will not. It will try to an extent, but AI can never be accurate in trading. The reason is because what you see here on the chart is the emotion of buying and selling. And there is no way AI can tell the emotion of buyers and sellers. It can understand chart patterns, it can understand candlestick patterns, but AI cannot set fundamental data reports. AI cannot say what Bank of America will do next. AI cannot say what Bank of England will do next. AI cannot say what Bank of Japan will do next. No. So this is what everyone needs to understand. And we see here again, we have broken out of structure after we formed a rejection at this level. This was a rejection that led to the breakout of the structure. So it's an important price action to understand. Every time we have a problem in the market, you look at the solution and you trace the origin of the problem. When did we break out from this trend and how did we break out from the trend and what price action led to the breakout of the trend? This is the price action that led to the breakout of the trend, and it is DTL, descending trend line. So we have here as RS1 resistance becomes support on break of structure. We have here another resistance, and we have here another resistance, and we have here another resistance. Remember, at this point we already broke out of trend. What trend was broken up from? SR1, SR2, SR3, SR4, break and retest. Break and retest at this level. And we came here, SR again, RS again, and here we have broken out of structure. After breaking out of structure, price came back here to retest a broken resistance structure, now as a demand floor. So that becomes a technical RTSR. So that's a support structure 1 on 30 minutes, support structure 2, and you have a double test on that trend. This is the trend that led to breakout, and the same trend has helped price to return back on track. So on technical, this has will most likely be a close of buy, and that could technically also be a buy confirmation. Yes, that could be a buy confirmation from the way it's going. That could be a buy confirmation. So if the current 30 minutes candle closes above the structure, then what that means on technical is that it will now use it as a demand floor because it was already a buying floor, and the target 4097. Yes, 4097. But while we are hoping for that push in price, we must also understand that there are other critical resistance structures that we must pay critical attention to. And one of them is also going to be here. I found a very sweet price action at this level, which let's look at it together. So we're going to see how price reacts to this level. Yes, we're going to see how price react to price action at this level. This is very important for me. So let's watch and see what she does at 399. That's a push into 4,000. So a breakaway from this structure will be a clear buy confirmation because that will give buyers a stronger leverage. Yes, it will give buyers a strong leverage. It's a very strong price action, and let me put into perspective so that it uh, it resonates very well. So this area we have here as a RT slash SR after breakout structure. So you have one here, and you have another one here, and after breakout structure, price returns there as a RTRS retest candle, and as well resistance becomes support on breakout structure 1, and you have seen that sell, and we have another one 2, and you have seen that sell, and we have another one 3, and you have seen that sell. So on technical, um there will be a contested sell at that roof. Honestly, there will be a contested sell, and if that contested sell is respected, that could technically push price out. But I want to see what price does. So this is it again, and the final sell, and you have seen that final sell the way it drew price down. And of course, for here, you don't need to be bothered what really happened here. The price action there was already illustrated in my post yesterday. If you are following me critically on my illustration and market structure, you will see that everything in the market is detailed for reference only. So that's a buy floor over there. Look at it from the line chart. We have here as a resistance. We have here as a resistance. Let's also put it into perspective so that they all serve for educational purpose. So we have here as a RS1, resistance becomes support and breakout structure. Resistance becomes support and breakout structure. You have here as breakout structure. And let me also put into perspective, you have a breakout structure here and price returns here as a RT slash SR. One support become resistance, one after breakout structure, two, and subsequently price maintained that character, another RTSR, and lastly we came here and we have reacted, and you have seen what price did there. And so while we are saying this, you can see what price is doing. That's very crazy. That's very crazy. And so we'll continue to see that our analysis is exactly what we expected it to be. So what will happen now is a pullback into 4,000, and we start a new rally. Yes, a pullback into 4,000 opens up a new rally. So the analysis is correct. They're already broken out. So a pullback into 3,999, that will be a buy confirmation. And your first TP target will be at this roof at 43 level, which is our current high, where I expect a very strong price action. And if this area is broken, that will further cement buying potential. And technically, we'll see that maybe New York comes in and bring in the same momentum. So this will be the first layout on this, and shortly after that, you could see that the 30 minutes candle is about to end. Some few minutes to the end of that, and I hope that they seek a retracement. But if that doesn't happen, that's pretty fine. Then the next thing is to see that a breakout from here, breakout of 43 level, we push price into 4,100, which will be anticipated during a New York session. So this is my perspective, and this is what it is. Good.